Okay, this is the second time I record this because the first time Nvidia Share didn't want to work and I recorded like 10 minutes, but I was speaking here to from half hour or more, like 40 minutes almost. And well, first, sorry for the delay. I have been working in the channel, but I want to rebrand it, make a intro, a little intro, 6 seconds or something like that, but only for the mod, because the rebranding will be for the mod, maybe not for the channel. And is in full 3D in Blender with animations, fluid mechanics, fluid simulations, and is something I know nothing. Now I know a little bit, and is I know a little bit and I can do something. But at the first time I go crazy. Okay, let's go to do that, and it's impossible. I need to practice, and I upgraded the PC a couple times, and now I really push up in the editing things, because I don't know, with the old CPU it takes the videos taken like 3 hours to render. Now is less than 1, and the fluid dynamics was like 3-4 hours, and now it's like 40 minutes and 3 times more quality, and I really see what the result is at the end. No polygonal mess that in the render is totally different, and it's horrible to the things the worm way, because that was worm. You can simulate something in low quality and say, okay, now it works. When you upgrade the quality, it behaves in other way, totally different. Well, let's talk about the channel. Yes, we break this, and I want to set up a Patreon or something like that. But first, I want to have a regular upload. I don't know, something normal, not like JonTron. I don't know. Let's check Video Manager. Okay. 2 of April. That was almost 7 months ago. Sorry for the delay. Please fill the survey, because I want to know if you want to hear this voice, or I don't know, you prefer to listen just the music, simple music, because I'm not the best in this, and these high quality views. I am going to destroy PewDiePie in 3-4 days more. I just destroy PewDiePie, and let's go to check the Mutahar quality. This is Oh, look, yellow dollars, eh? Nice quality for Disney bomb. But wait, there is more. There is more quality, more yellow dollars. Look, Talboy. Here is Heisenbergerat. But the Uran project was real, and the Leipzig. Here is in the description. Here is in Wikipedia. I put the links. And Little Boy. Here, Fat Man. Well, yellow dollars because I am good. I am a good boy. Here. This is wow. This is the end of the world. Just a shitty vibrator thing that probably do nothing. That's why it have 4 dislikes because it's shit. Well, now let's talk about the upgrades. This was the graphic card I use in every video you saw, even the new. Well, this right now no. But every other video is made with this graphic card, and it didn't support Nvidia Share, so it if KSP was everything on low and the settings edited to be even lower, and I have like 30 FPS or something like that. When recording it went down to 20 or less FPS and 512 megabytes. That's quality. You know, this is GTX XP Titan Killer. And this is my new GPU. This is 1G, yes. Is really old, reality. Not TI. Mine is 1 gigabyte. And this allows me to play KSP with the old CPU, even just this new GPU, with everything maxed out or almost maxed out in 40-60 FPS. It was a game changer. So this was the cheapest I can find, and second hand of course use, and it was like 37 euros, which for 70 euros more or less you can buy a GTX 750 or 770, which is a way better graphic card, but I didn't have that money at the time, and to be fair, it was a present for my mother, from my mother. I didn't buy it. And the thing I really buy, but I really still need to pay it to my mother, is a combo a pack of RAM, motherboard and CPU. It was in eBay, second hand, used, of course. I can afford new things, and well, new graphic card and everything is way expensive than second hand. I have a AMD Athlon X2 6550 dual core 2.5 GHz with a little bit of overclock. It was like 2.7, but it is a really old CPU. So the overclock was almost nothing. It didn't change the quality. And now I have an FX 6100 or 6100. I don't know the numbers one more time. Case cycle come across. I searched a lot about TDPs and that kind of thing, and at the end I realized, okay, I have 95 watts CPU, and I'm going to put a modern 95 CPU. So what's the difference? And I upgraded the RAM from 4 gigabytes, 800 megahertz DDR2 to DDR3, 6 gigabytes and 1.3 gigahertz, which is a really good improvement. CPU, motherboard and RAM, the three things together, cost me just 70 euros. And the funny thing is 20 euros of that 70 was posting. In reality, if I was able to meet with the person, I can buy these three things for 40 euros. That is nothing. It's nothing. 40 euros, you can't even buy a GT 720 in Amazon, just the CPU, and this 87 euros, this is in second hand, or 87 euros with 100 euros of posting, of shipping. I am sure. Well, and now let's go to some of the advances I made. This is the MG81C for Ziweg or Twins, and as you can see, the barrels are smooth, flat surfaces, but when I put texture, it have holes, but real holes. you can see through that holes. You can see the grey sky. Here the two rest of the turret and the interior of the barrel. We can look from inside out, and this work in KSP. It look like this in KSP but smoother, and this is the texture I made for this. As you can see, this is the inside of the barrel. This is the frontal face. This is an alpha texture. It means you can see through that texture, and it allows to do this. Well, I made this manually to simulate the light coming through this hole and impacting in the inner barrel that is inside. The inner barrel, this, and the outside part is this. So I hope you enjoy. You fill the survey I put in the description. I don't know, to say your opinion. Do you really want to hear me, or you say okay, you sound like trash. You sound like Indian scammer from Windows support. No, I don't know. Maybe you are in love with my voice, but probably not. So I make the question: do you want this voice? Do you want silent videos?